It's Friday. Do you know where your IT guys are? We don't. It's Patch and Switch. Guys who couldn't make it as Carnival Ticket Takers, it's Patch and Switch.
I've got so many windows open. I don't know which one I'm supposed to look at. Where the chat is. I think I can send some hearts and stuff like that now.
Can you send some hearts?
I got some. Oh yeah, there's some hearts from Patch and Switch now. I think it's working.
I just see a blinky thing that says live and a blank screen.
Yeah. That works. That works too.
You see, we apparently lost something.
Oh,
was
PowerPoint?
We lost PowerPoint for a second.
Lost PowerPoint.
We're back.
I think it's back, right?
We're back. Who the heck are you? Is what I want.
I don't know.
You finally showed up for work one day.
I did,
and then decided to come over to Patch and Switch. We'll have something to Patch and Switch.
I have. It's chaos. About 30,000 miles in the last 21 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just did the emoji. Wow.
Yeah. I see your emojis that are playing across the bottom of the screen.
love it.
I still don't actually see a video, but that's okay.
You're not supposed to see the video.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm just trying to look and see who's actually here.
See? That's what I got.
Yeah, you got it? See?
See?
Oh, I got spinny disc. Yeah.
You're in the right spot.
Okay, good.
You got it.
Anyway, hey. So good to be back. It feels like I've never left.
I have to say, we do a shout out. We do a shout out to Mr. J Flow and J Shock originally for keeping us on track and honest a while ago, and locked us out of the room and then put on a show when we were both away.
Yeah,
I was in Vegas. You were in Australia or DC or I don't know.
No, I was in New York City.
New York City.
New York City.
Get her
up. And then our good friend Pierre Roman stopped by last episode, and now you're here.
Yep.
So you're back.
So yeah, big shout out to everybody who covered. Well, I traveled the universe.
We are going to try to make this regular. We'll see. And I just actually taught the audio engineer, how to schedule a live video post.
Oh.
So that people can actually put a reminder in their calendar for this ever important episode every 2 weeks.
And the audio engineer was finally given access.
Yeah.
I didn't JIT. See, that was the problem. I didn't JIT to get my access.
Right.
Oh, you got a jet, dude.
I know.
No, it was not definitely in time at all. He was late. He was lit.
He was what?
I didn't.
Late in time? Does that work? Long in time?
I'm actually our good friend Morgan has joined the chat room.
Oh, wow.
I thought he was supposed to be on a plane. Isn't he supposed to be on a plane?
He's probably in business class, got his feet up. He's flying somewhere over top of the Atlantic Ocean or something like that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Flying over top of China. How do they do that route anyway?
China.
I don't think you go over China to go from
over?
South Africa to the United
Maybe they go under the world and back up again or something like that. I don't know. I have to check the flight details. He is on his way from the South Africas. The South Africas.
They actually have a V in front of
them. Yes, the South Africas
Okay.
coming back. And it's a Friday. I have 2 coffees next to me.
Both without lids.
Both without lids. One is half full.
dangerous.
And the idea is that I can refresh this one.
Oh, this frightens the crap out of me.
Yeah, especially
Just like
since
that.
my Surface Pro's over there next
There we
door.
go.
Yeah.
Now I have a fresh coffee.
Oh, well, congratulations. I just have one. And it's branded. I probably should move it off camera.
Nice.
Nah, it's all good. Everybody knows. If you spend any time with me, it's generally there's a coffee cup in my hand. So
That's a black, tall Americano, grande Americano
Yes.
with 2 sweeteners.
Or if you are anywhere outside of the United States, it's not an Americano. It's a long black.
Long black.
A long black, yes. The difference. Do you know the difference between an Americano and a long black?
No.
So it's an
Is it drip
Americano.
coffee?
No, it's espresso and water.
Espresso and water.
Right. But most baristas in the U.S., when they make an Americano, they create the espresso first. So they put the cup under, mix
Put
the
you 2
espresso,
shots, 3
and then they
shots,
put the
whatever
water
it is.
on
Yeah,
top, which
Mixes it.
And you get a little crema on top of the espresso. Well, it gets jacked up when you do it that way.
Oh, okay.
So a long black is essentially just the water first and then the espresso on top. And
Got
then you
it.
get the crema.
Got it.
Which I ruin anyway because I put sweetener in it.
And then you stir it and it just all
stir
goes
it,
away.
Yeah, but that's all right.
Lovely.
That's all right. There's no puppies.
No,
were there puppies last
There's a
episode?
puppy last week. Happy to report that Bailey has passed all of her surgical stuff that she was doing. Her teeth have been extracted, her leg has been fixed, and Band-Aid's been removed, and stitches removed as well. In fact, she greeted me this morning with a empty Chipotle burrito tray. Apparently,
Okay.
Riley got into the garbage last night, pulled out a burrito tray that we had from dinner last night because we ate out. And then he left that, or she took it, or he left it on the ground, one or the other.
Yeah.
And then seeing this little puppy this big with a burrito tray that is this big, running around with it in the air to greet you is rather funny. So she's having a happy day right now, licking the bottom of that burrito tray.
Okay.
Because she also takes them and hides under places you can't get to. So I got tired of chasing her. She's small. She'll fit her butt underneath the smallest of enclosures. It's funny.
Yeah.
There's a couch in the back room where my son has his bedroom, and the couch used to be tall enough that when she was smaller, she'd go right underneath it. Now she's bigger. You actually see her back legs splay out as she kind of wiggles underneath the couch. And that's one of her hiding spots.
Our friend Morgan is waiting to board, and the seating class that he is sitting in has a whiskey menu.
A whiskey menu.
Yes.
Yeah, see, you guys, you're traveling the world at the higher end now. Not cattle class anymore.
No, I'm pretty sure. I mean, well, he's got it. That's on his dime, right? Because he's moving.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think that's on his time.
Wow.
It isn't on ours. Anyway.
So
yeah,
this is the episode.
I've been traveling the world.
Yeah. Where were you last week?
This week?
This week? Last week?
It's this week.
Yeah.
It's still the week, right?
The
'Cause
week's
it's
over.
Friday.
It's Friday.
Yeah. I was
You don't go back to work after the show, do you?
Yes.
I thought we were allowed just to head home after the show.
No. Well, maybe in your job.
No. I thought you gave me permission to. So I was always.
Well, I
home.
give you permission, but I don't know what Corey thinks about it. No, I was in the Vegas.
The Vegas.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Were you spinning tunes at the Aria or something like that, or what?
At the Aria? No. I was at the Gartner I Am Summit.
You weren't? I thought you were attending reInvent.
No,
Because that's at Vegas too, isn't it?
it was in Vegas. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought you were doing like spy work at reInvent.
The audio engineer just about choked on his coffee over there.
I saw the translation on the open
okay.
captions for the Gardner I Am conference.
Okay.
Nice.
The Gartner Identity and Access Management Conference.
Nice. So you weren't at reInvent.
New.
What's the Gartner conference? Were you talking?
No, I was meeting with a lot of partners that do identity.
You were doing charades and mime with the partners. You weren't talking with them.
Nope. Because I had no voice after about the second day.
Nice.
Well, so you know what it's like at a conference and a very loud conference center, and you're trying to talk over everybody, and then dinners are in very loud restaurants, and receptions are in very loud lounges.
It's the thing that we get hit with whenever we go to a conference,
Yes.
where I always lose my voice, and
Yes.
you, for some reason, don't.
Oh,
I don't know.
I'm lucky I actually have a voice today, because yesterday on the plane, just trying to order a soda.
I'll have the green bean salad, please.
They serve food on your flights? They don't on mine.
No, for me it is the fruit and cheese plate, $9.
Yes.
I had
cheese
a
plate,
nice
$9.
meal coming back from New York.
Well, yeah, because you sit in the first classes.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
It's on his own dime.
Fit in the other classes.
It's on his own dime. It's funny. My daughter actually last weekend shopping for groceries. We had been in Vegas before, and she actually asked, could we make a fruit and cheese plate? So I'm like, okay, well, let's go over to the cheese section. How about some of this high mountain cheddar cheese, and some of this nice brie over here, and some of this Gouda over there, and then let's get some grapes.
I love me some smoked Gouda.
And then some nice crackers and apples. And I'm like, here you go. Chop, chop, chop. There you go.
I want to thank Morgan.
She didn't pay me the $9 I was looking for, but she got the fruit and cheese plate.
I do have to thank Morgan for calling me out on the chat room. He says, whatever, Joey's office is usually empty after the show.
Oh, nice.
But I'm here. I'm just in meetings. So I was in Vegas, speaking with a lot of partners. It was a great week. I was doing Morgan's job as well, not to call him out, but
No,
he
he
was
wasn't
like
working.
moving
No, he's not
his
working.
house or something.
Yeah.
I saw the photos of a big truck with a big container on it. And his house is in it.
I saw lots of stuff wrapped in bubble wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, and cardboard.
So while he's moving across, because I did manage to get Mr. Morgan to come over and join my team and move over to the States. And so while he was doing that, I was off helping him out and doing some work with his partners and meeting some new partners that are now will be my partners as we proceed through the world of recruiting some of our solution integrators to do Azure Active Directory deployment. So that's what I've been spending.
That's your in the
all of
trenches
this time
story?
doing.
That's your in the trenches story?
I did the same thing in Sydney.
Okay.
I did the
How long were you in the Sydneys for?
4 days.
So basically, you took a day and a half to fly there.
Yep.
You then were there for 4 days
Yep.
and a day and a half to fly back.
Oh, and I flew, but I didn't fly back. I flew to Dallas, jumped over to Austin, delivered a session on IT futures and
Right.
cloud stuff for another partner there. Had a meeting, and then flew from Austin back to Seattle. Somehow managed to wake up the next morning to go to a dance competition and spend the day inside of a high school gym,
somewhere, yeah.
and I survived that. And then Sunday
Down.
it was,
Down.
Yeah, it
I
was
think
ugly.
I think I invited you to do some beer maintenance, and you said no.
I was like, I don't know where I am.
Yeah.
I don't know where I am.
Speaking of puppies, you apparently have a new puppy,
Apparently, I do.
and you had no idea until you arrived home.
I was in New York City. So again, my 30,000 miles in 20 some odd days. I was in New York City for several days. Might as well just say a big thank you to Mary Jo Foley, who I met up with. We went to the Rattle and Hum.
Rattle and Hum East or
East.
West?
We did East. However,
thoughts?
West was near to my hotel. I didn't get a chance to get there.
Did you get the tots?
Did not get the tots. We had a lot of different various beer.
Yes.
Was she
And-
getting to experiment with sours?
She did have a sour, actually. I believe it was a sour that she had. Anyway, I had several very good beer. They were bringing. She knows everybody there.
When she walks in, do they go, MJ?
Yeah, pretty much.
They do.
They do.
They really do.
Everybody comes over to the table.
Nice.
But I had a great time there. Great time in New York. Longest I've actually been in the city. Normally, I'm just there.
I still have yet to make it
do
to
a
New York
meeting
City.
and then stay overnight and then get up the next morning, get in the car to the airport and fly out. So
Sure. Oh,
that's the
man.
longest time I'd spent in the city, and I had a fantastic time. Saw a couple shows in the evenings that I actually got lucky and got lottery for. So I just kind of went up or do rush tickets. So there was 2 theater and 2 shows that were right near my hotel. And the way my meeting schedules were is I was able to actually just stand in their rush lines before I go to my meetings because it was just right on the way. And
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, yeah, you had a cheap $35 ticket. And
Hey, look, there's a
show.
queue. I'm going to go stand in it.
Yes,
what
exactly
happens.
it. Exactly
Very
it.
British.
Was in New York City, and when I arrived home, puppy.
Nice.
So I have I think she is now 12 weeks old, yellow lab puppy. Her name is Rosie.
Nice. Rosie the puppy.
Rosie the puppy.
Rosie.
When is she going to be finished with her shots and stuff? My dogs can come over and visit.
Booster today, and then another one in a fortnight.
So a fortnight or so, and then after that, we can come over.
After that, yep.
Right on.
After that, they can. Yeah, she's pretty awesome.
She's probably already
Cool.
bigger than Bailey. So
Oh, easily. She's double the size that she was when we got her. When I came home from Vegas, I'm like, this dog has changed, and I've only
Nice.
been gone for 4 days.
nice.
So yeah. And let's see. Yeah, if it just the past month has been a complete blur.
Do you have more travel between now and Christmas?
I have one more trip, Dallas, Austin. That's it.
Yeah.
I thought this was going to be my last trip.
And then they just sprung another one on you.
Well, no, when I was in Vegas, I met a partner, and they need me to come down and do a training for their sales folks on just kind of the benefits,
Nice.
the AAD benefits, and how to do some of that stuff there. So I'm going to jump down to Dallas and then pop over to Austin because we have some customer visits happening there. I'm going to try to get a partner visit in. And then I am going to be done for the rest of the year. I do understand we have a show
Yes.
on the 15th of
Are you going to
December.
be here?
I'm-
So that's what I'm trying to get to.
So I haven't booked the travel yet. If I can get on that late flight out of Austin back to Seattle on Thursday, I will be here Friday morning.
Okay, so
Otherwise, what I will do is I'll take that. No, I can't take the later Friday flight because I have to be home for basketball. We'll
Right.
see.
Okay, so
stand by.
That would
The
be
Wi-Fi doesn't allow me to do the show.
No, it
just
would
so you know,
definitely not.
Wi-Fi on the plane. No.
that would be the last show of the year, and would also potentially be our Christmas show, holiday show.
Technically,
The Festivus
we could
show.
have a New Year's show.
No.
No, you're not going to do
No,
that.
I'm-
From the 15th until the 4th, I'm done, dude.
Yeah, I'm the same.
All right.
I'm the same. I've got
Fine, be
in-laws.
that
No, not in-laws. I got regular laws.
You got regular
Laws coming in.
Instead of outlaws?
Yeah, instead of outlaws.
I want to hang out and not be traveling and not be in a hotel and not be on an airplane.
You know, I want to brew beer.
We need to brew beer.
Yeah,
I'm looking at everybody in this room right now. I want to brew beer. So
Well, you did.
I know,
on
because I
your
got
own.
tired of waiting, so I just went ahead and.
Well, so you do realize that we had planned to do it that weekend.
No one was here. You weren't.
I was
available?
here.
You
I
weren't
was here over.
available.
I was here over Thanksgiving. The only reason I didn't ping you is you had just done a batch and everything was in your brand new conical fermenter
Yeah.
See,
that you almost blew up,
miscommunications,
which we'll talk about.
we'll talk about later.
What
So-
about you? What has been here from the trench? Because my trenches are
Your,
airplanes.
your trenches are airplane and airplane rows. So for me,
from
this-
the airplane. We're
this-
going to change the segment name.
This
Yeah, no
this
kidding.
is actually today is the portion of planning that we call green light.
So is it like red light, green light, yellow light? Stop.
So green light's happening today, where basically all the different teams have gotten together, done their planning collaboratively across teams and across different organizations, prioritize stuff. The end of the first section, the planning section, and then basically they now come back and they present it up to the LT to say, this is what we're going to be focusing on according to the stuff that we think we need to prioritize for our customers. And there's, a certain balance of stuff that gets done and prioritized for work, and there's a certain balance of stuff that gets done as a experiment or doing agile stuff. And then there's stuff that's basically deferred until later, or unless it gets bubbled up to more priorities because they get adjusted throughout the whole cycle. And so our planning section is now almost done. Green light's about to happen today, which happens after this meeting I have to go to. And then I've been doing plan stuff to get ready for all sorts
So
of
do you have
things.
something? You have something on the agenda of green light then?
I do have 2 items on the green light, but I can't talk about what they are.
No, but I
of
mean,
course, but
hey,
it's a big thing for me.
Welcome to
the world of
PM
PMs.
world. Yes.
And I've also been supporting some of my other team members with some other activities that they've been doing as well. Like yesterday, I think I wrote 7 articles and published them, specifically around Cloud Init and how Cloud Init works on the Azure platform.
Were you using the Gits?
I was using the Gits and publishing
nice.
and reviewers and all that sort of fun stuff, markdown languages, testing all the stuff inside of Cloud Init, inside of Cloud Shell, and those documents should be going live later this morning. As an enhanced, like before we had 1 document on Cloud Init, now we're going to have like a whole batch of them.
Nice.
There's some cool stuff that's going on in there.
Cool.
I don't do documentation anymore.
Yeah, nice. It's a very important thing to do.
It absolutely is, as I spoke with several partners in Las Vegas, and
Yep.
a lot of them are, oh, well, we haven't looked at this in 18 months. Well, something. Well, we had this whole thing. We don't understand what this feature is. I'm like, I've got an entire 14-page set of documentation on that. What? When did this come?
You have documentation?
And
What?
I'm like, yeah,
What is
my
this?
friend Jay Flo wrote it all.
There's
'Cause he did.
There's another the other thing I've been working on is actually been planning for a conference you might have heard of before. Tech Ready.
It's not called Tech Ready.
I know it's now called Ready.
Winter Ready.
Winter Ready. Are you ready? Winter is coming.
Wow.
So that's the plan is kicked off for that one there.
Yes.
Doing the horse
has.
trading back and forth to be able to see what kind of sessions are important.
Did you get me any sessions this time?
Hey man, you're not even in my track anymore, so I can't even help you there, unfortunately.
I know. It's okay.
So it's a bunch of horse trading that goes on.
We actually had, I think we submitted 30 sessions.
Oh yeah.
So it's more than just the one that we submitted last time.
So I have one that I submitted. I'll share. So in case you guys are wondering, Ready is an internal conference only. So think of it like as a Ignite, but for internals, people that are doing it from the field. And they've asked me to be the host of a panel because I did the host at Ignite for a panel with Rasinovich, Snover, which was an unknown guest, Corey.
Hang on.
I'm dropping all those names.
Yeah, let me pick those up for you.
So they want me to do one of those again, but this time for the heads of all the different major pieces of compute, which would be interesting. So we've got the head of storage, got the head of networking, we've got the head of compute, talking around about different stuff as an option. So that'll be fun. And maybe who knows? Maybe that'll turn into a public session at some point in the near future for another conference coming up.
That would be fun.
Could be interesting. We'll see how.
You know, what would be fun is to have that panel on an episode of the program.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, should we have guests on the show on a more regular basis? Like, we don't ask for guests, really. They just kind of ask to come on the show, or they just show up, or they take over the show on the other.
Well, we do have the live show.
We have the live show during the conferences,
Yeah.
which we do. This is live right now. You know this is live, right? There's actually people
Nobody
watching
told
this
me
right
it
now.
was live.
No, it's live.
Oh.
And the
Safe travels, Morgan. Morgan's getting on the flight.
oh, nice.
He said he'll have a drink for us, or
Nice.
3.
So we could have guests and have them come on the show. We haven't done that much in the past. I don't know.
Well, I mean, maybe we just have special occasion guests.
Could do it.
Yeah, we've been threatening to have Mark Morrow on the show, and Ned at the same time, which
See,
could end up.
Is
very
baseball
poorly.
still on right now?
No,
No, it's over.
might be perfect to have him on the show then.
When
Exactly.
when did baseball end?
In October,
November, early November.
No,
it was October.
Neither of their
Seems like
teams
it's
won,
later
did they?
every year.
I know this because
No,
the
wait,
Houston Astros
Did the
won
Dodgers
the
win?
championship.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And I remember. Yes.
You do remember being in their stadium, right?
I do.
Juice box.
Yes,
It's called the
Minute
Juice
Maid Park.
Box.
Yes.
Minute Maid Park, the Juice
Yes.
Box.
Yeah, I call it
remember
the
that.
Juice Box. Yes,
I remember that. We
Yeah.
were up in some cool areas. I think
we were down on the field,
I ran the bases.
and then you were chased out by security. I've never seen you run so fast.
I actually got to wear my Astros shirt around New York and had.
Oh, nice.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I was in New York during the series. Caught the first inning of Game 7 with MJ, and then she's like, "You need to go." And it's because I was watching the game, and the entire rest of Rattle and Home appeared to be Dodgers fans.
Yep.
So I went to an Astros bar in the Lower East.
There you
which
go.
was fantastic.
You need to leave. Nice.
Yeah.
MJ's like, "You need to go." I'm like, "Sorry."
Yeah.
We should say hello to the people in the chat room, because I think I don't know how to actually see who's all in there.
I don't either.
Yeah.
We could scroll down, and if they've talked, they'd actually say something.
There used to be a way that I could actually see who's actually viewed, but
It's-
apparently
it's-
I can't.
One of these days, we'll figure out the social stuff.
So we've got Morgan and Pierre Roman.
Yeah. Oh, look, Joe Kelly's there.
Yeah,
too.
my man JK. Larry Law in the
Wow.
house to be, as is Scott. Ledwig has always made it by, at least until we
Get to the beer talk.
get to the beer talk,
Yeah.
and then he ignores us.
Steve Enns, Fair Brit.
Yeah, Fairbrett's here. Gilly's here. Who else do we have? J Flo in the house, and apparently the new is this a new Tilly? The new Tilly in production.
So this is the beta release of the new Tilly. I was
Okay.
mentioning this to Jay Shock earlier, because the soul of the old Tilly has not been transferred to the new Tilly yet.
Oh, you haven't had the
haven't had the Viking funeral or
Yeah.
the dunking ceremony.
Okay.
So this is actually held up this way with a hack, a life hack. You can actually iron your hat to make it so that it makes the proper peak. But the hats have to be soaked together inside of a bucket of water and a secret mixture I can't tell you about for a period of 24 hours. And then the hat gets formed. And then the previous hat gets retired.
Okay.
Or Viking funeral, one or the other.
Sounds like a big process.
It is a process. And I did promise I am going to video the Viking funeral for those that want to watch.
Chuck Cocker's joined the room and he says hello, so we say hello back.
Right on.
Uh,
Are the most recent comments at the top or
yes,
the bottom?
they're at the top.
No, they're all over the
Are they
place.
Oh, are
mixed
they
or
all over?
something?
Yeah.
I can't figure the system out.
Yeah.
Well, it's the whole. Every social media now.
They like to
has got have-
prioritize what they
Yep,
feel is important,
exactly.
right?
Instead
I
of
just-
instead of
I
it
just,
being a
I just want to
timeline.
have it so that it gives me the chronological timeline. I don't care if you insert ads in there. I can move them around. I just want to have a chronological timeline.
Sure.
As opposed to, here's a little bit of stuff. Here's some people you should follow. In case you missed this over the last 12 hours, here's a bunch of tweets. And then there's the stuff that starts.
Yeah.
And then it interrupts it again with something else. And then, like, it's like, I just want to have a nice flow. Even Instagram's doing that now, too.
Yeah, they're all doing it.
Third parties. Craziness.
All the
Off my
socials.
lawn.
All the socials.
One of these days, you'll actually have someone engaged full time to look after the socials for the Patch and Switch show.
We had somebody hired. They never showed up to
showed
work.
up for work, and they
No call, no show.
No, all they did was they took it and changed all of our passwords on all the accounts. That's all
No,
they
that
did.
that wasn't the social media manager.
What was it? That was the security officer.
Yeah.
And I was not informed that we hired a security officer.
I wasn't informed we hired a security officer.
Maybe someone else
locked
was
you
looking it for us.
Remember?
They locked us out completely. They took over the show.
Nice.
They didn't take over the show. They just locked you out. J Flo and I just covered you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like I said, we got locked out. So what the second segment of the show is?
Did you remember?
No.
Beer money.
Ooh.
Oh.
Beer money. Doing work for people for free. What have you been doing? You've been traveling, so you don't do beer money anymore.
Well,
I want to hear
true.
the story
Not
of
true.
you. Did you do beer money support for MJ?
I did not.
See, I'm surprised. You could have. Probably could have helped her out.
She didn't have any issues
didn't bring
at the
anything
time
up?
I was there. No.
No?
No.
Oh, see, I thought she had some
So,
problems.
so this is the thing. When MJ and I sit down, we have conversations about things that are generally not tech related.
Oh, I know. It's the same way.
It's all
Generally
it's-
beer related.
It's all beer. What's
Yeah.
going on? What's happening in the city? We talked a lot about New York City.
Oh, yeah?
She's like, well, we're next time I'm there, we're going to go visit some other haunts of hers, some other breweries. Apparently, Brooklyn is the place I need to go visit
couple
for some
there, yeah.
for some good tasty beverage.
Oh, yeah?
So yeah, no, there's not a lot of tech discussed other than a few of her friends that she introduced me
Now,
to.
did you check in on the DR hat while you were there? Because she has the DR hat, you realize.
No, as I mentioned,
You're supposed to, whenever you're in the same city, check in on the DR hat to make sure it's still functioning.
well, so unfortunately, not everything is about you and your hat.
It's
Exactly.
I just can't believe you didn't.
So I had
Jared at least asks when he's there.
No, I don't.
You told me you did.
The one time you asked me to ask, I asked. I didn't ask her last Sunday.
I wasn't thinking about the DR hat when I was there. When you were there last week? You were there last week, yeah? Did you see MJ last week?
I did.
Excellent.
We had plenty of beer
At the Rattle and Hums?
at the Rattle and
Did you have the tots?
I not only had the tots, I had the tachos. Tot nachos. With the beer cheese on it.
Oh, that sounds
But because
tasty.
MJ is she doesn't eat meat, so they gave me a side bowl of their chili
Oh, yeah?
that I could dip the tots in.
Oh, nice.
And,
Nice.
yeah.
I was going to say,
So I have not done well. Last night I did the kid's laptop. She brought it to me and she says every time I try to open up a search or go to a website, it brings up the certificate navigation error. It says that there's a security risk, and it was because the laptop had not been on in so long that the time and the date was
bias was
completely incorrect.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to go in and fix that up. And once I did that, everything was fine. But that was the only beer money I've done. Have you been beer money?
I have been beer moneying, helping out a friend get her machine set up a bunch of new monitors, dual screen monitors, docking stations for her various laptops. She has a personal one and one for work. Beautiful, and I want to call them, what are they called? Infinity Edge, the Dell monitors that have like no bezel on them.
No bezel.
So that was the fastest and cheapest upgrade to have a really wonderful experience, was to get a couple of those. So she has two of those now. She is in the process of trying to get all of her pictures off her main desktop machine, and I bought a new SSD for her main desktop machine. So doing that one there. And I'm still trying to figure out about how to properly wire my own internal network wiring closet cable. I think we had to talk about this last time. But I need to turn in my IT Pro card because my wiring is so horrific inside of my house for the media closet that I have.
So yours looks like the picture that we have on Patch and Switch.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So I got to fix that up.
If you do.
I'll be working on that one there. And then we're having a constant discussion because it is Christmas time coming up. And
It is the holidays.
right? So all my kids have gone in and they've started to do their own lists of things they like to have from Santa Claus. I
you
noticed
related?
that I noticed one of the items that's come up on one of my daughter's lists is an iPad Pro.
Wow.
And
What's
I'm
the
like-
budget like at your place?
Well, that's one thing I asked her and told her
Things
about.
come in at over a K, right?
I'm like, I don't understand. She's convinced that the iPad Pro will make it so that she's able to take notes in class better.
Then what?
I don't know.
Then OneNote, or
That's what I said.
I mean, is she typing them?
So, but the funny thing is, she's so my daughter that she basically has gone in and sent clandestinely or just randomly sent me links to YouTube videos of links about how the iPad Pro is better than the Surface.
So is she manipulating your social media?
She's manipulating my social media. And
So
saying,
all your ads are iPad Pro ads right now?
Yeah.
That is awesome. Well done.
and she's,
Is that Grace?
Yeah, it's Grace. So she's going through and
That is epic.
And she wants to go on. She wants to go on a date this weekend that she can go and take me to the Apple Store to be able to play with an iPad Pro.
Okay.
So it's annoying. I'm being the good dad and listening right now, but
I think it's fantastic that she's manipulated.
she knows how to do this. And actually, today in class, I do believe their school is getting a one of those internet safety, social media safety for kids lectures or something like that in middle school. So it's like, yeah. The funny thing is that she even admitted that she is very much like me, where she just researches stuff to death. And then finds all the different angles and finds the points and then puts them together. I'm like, if you would only put this much effort into school,
right,
as you do for everything else that you're doing. She knows all the best cases to buy for the phone, all the best type of nail polish to get, the nail polish solutions. She's also researching beanbags. We set up one of the rooms in the house. We've turned into an upstairs media room.
Oh, so you have a secondary,
which is awesome. And Pierre can account to this. When he was over at my place a while ago, he's like, we were downstairs in the kitchen living room area, and there were no kids around because Mac was in his man cave with all of his stuff, and then the girls were upstairs in theirs with all of their stuff, and we literally don't see them. And I'm like, is this what it like when they move out of the house? It's empty. So I can watch my Curse of Oak Island shows and not get yelled at by kids.
I have to mention, somebody just joined the show. Our good friend Corey Hines.
Yikes!
Oh my!
I don't know that he's ever visited the program.
No,
I don't think he has.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. So apparently our social media is working because the only way he would know to click the link is if it popped up on Facebook.
I know, eh?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's pretty good.
Always good to have a person from The Rock.
It is.
Joining us.
It is. What?
He's originally from Newfoundland.
I know.
The Rock.
The Rock.
Welcome to The Rock.
Actually, did he survive for Florida? Okay. Your data center to DR, and then didn't have any downtime and came back again.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming he survived. He does have multiple boats.
He does have multiple boats.
So he'd be okay in the boats.
Yes.
But yeah, cool.
No, I think he's all good there.
So that's been my beer money.
Yeah.
Social media discussions with my daughter around iPad Pro versus Surface. Okay, I've never used an iPad Pencil before. Have you used an iPad Pencil? The one it's got the connector on the back where the eraser is, and you stick it into the bottom of the pad to charge it.
Oh yeah,
that's how you charge it.
Okay,
it's $100.
Yep,
just for the pencil. And apparently the pencil is better than the Surface Pencil and on a Surface machine, according to the stuff that I've seen. Have you ever tried it out before?
Don't need to because I'm actually just happy. I mean, and to be honest with you, I'm actually no longer using a Surface device.
You're no longer using your Surface Pen because I lost it.
Well, that was part of the reason why I needed to
move away from
the system because I needed a device.
What device are you using?
So I am using the Lenovo X1 Yoga Gen 2 with the nice OLED display.
Oh yeah.
It also has a pen-like device that I discovered just completely by accident because it's
you press the button and the thing shot out.
No, it's not a button. I'm like, what is this? And I pull it up now. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I started using it. Now I am not. I prefer the feel of the Surface one, but that's just a feel. In terms of actually taking notes and doing the things I needed to do, it's just fine. So I've not had an issue, and I've not had a reason to try to go over to.
I would use the pen more on my Surface if I could find my pen for the Surface, or if I could find your pen for the Surface.
You know, so I was trying.
I was trying to actually take my Surface and show Grace just what you could do with it with the pen, and I couldn't find the pen anywhere, so it didn't work.
You used my pen for 10 minutes in the other studio and managed to lose it.
It's gone. So I guess you need to buy a replacement pen. They should sell pen insurance.
They have pens at the company store.
I got to buy them.
You still would not qualify for pen insurance.
I think I would care to say I'm probably worse off hanging on to the pen than I am with hygrometers that don't break. Because you know my hygrometers.
There's no such thing as a hygrometer that doesn't break.
No,
You've
'cause
proven that out.
I literally have a stockpile of 6 hygrometers for beer making inside of the storage area because I always break them. I actually was thinking of that just because I used it yesterday.
Did you replace the one that you'd broken the last time?
No, I got one left. So I've got to go buy some more. But I'm not allowed to buy anything because it makes great Christmas presents. Because they're $13 a piece, hygrometers. So
So
my
send
wife
your
has them on the cook
hygrometers.
list.
Carrot Patch and Switch.
Hold on a second. Is he going to get one of those Amazon buttons for the hygrometers that just push the button?
He already has one.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't need one. It
does
already
he-
exists.
He's probably got it on the subscription.
Yeah.
Just gets one
Send
cent.
one
It says-
every 2
It
months.
says one every month.
Send one every 2
Exactly.
months. If they would sell them on Amazon for the ones that I like, then I would get it. If they don't, the ones I like are from Williams Brewing out in California. So that has been beer money type stuff. This show is
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the iPad. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I use an iPad Mini as
It's like second gen, third gen, probably.
Well, I mean,
Her big
they've
thing is it needs to be fourth gen.
Yeah, so this is, I think it's the third gen, but all the Mini is it's a media consumption device because I live on airplanes now.
Right.
Exactly.
So your media consumption device becomes this big. That's her thought.
Oh God.
The
I'm like,
iPad
what kind
Pro.
of apps are you going to use with them?
Yeah.
I'm like, probably just watching YouTube. So,
Well, but she's
so
taking
what?
notes, so she's going to have to use something.
Well,
I assume OneNote works, but
that's what I said. You can use OneNote, but OneNote's actually better on the Surface than it is on the iPad because the iPad's only the mobile version of the OneNote.
right.
Yep.
And then she says, well, Dad, I hate OneNote.
What?
And I said, wash your mouth out with soap. What are you talking about? You hate OneNote. This, like, I live in OneNote. I live and breathe it. I've got so many OneNotes, I lost track of how many OneNotes I have. And I think it's just because she hasn't been brainwashed about or indoctrinated about how you can use OneNote yet.
She's been indoctrinated about all the other stuff.
Right. So the issue has been, I think she's had a bad experience with one of her teachers that has taught her how to use OneNote specifically for their course and has not learned about all the coolness you can do.
Oh, gotcha.
So what I need to do is I should probably talk to, what's your name? CVP OneNote, Laura. What's her name?
I don't know.
Oh, Anne?
No. I think it's Laura. She's on Threadzilla's.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
Anne.
Anyway, I need to find out. I need someone to
Twitter,
send me
you,
social.
I know.
You get sucked into Threadzilla.
I get it all the time.
I need someone to basically do the research for me and find the coolest, best OneNote examples that are done
I'm looking at my phone now.
for stuff.
So you want somebody else to do your job for you?
No, it's just there's so many. I don't
Oh,
want
you're right. It is Laura. It's Laura Butler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need to find who is the OneNote evangelist besides the informal evangelist title that I assume for OneNote.
Well, she's the VP. She may be able to tell you the coolest feature.
So that's
Yeah.
it.
I mean, what is we do have some people that are involved in the tech industry.
True.
And
I mean,
who may use it. Does somebody have the killer feature?
Well, it's not about the killer feature. It's the quick, slick 5-minute demo.
No,
of what it does.
it's here's the killer reason why you use the product, right?
Right.
For a kid, for a tweenager.
For a tweens. No, she's a teen.
Well, she's
No,
a true teen,
She's
isn't
a
she?
13.
yeah, she's 13.
She's a yabbit.
Is she 13 now?
Yes.
Yeah, she's got to be because mine's 13.
Yeah, she is. She's turning 14 in
Yes.
March.
Yeah.
Dude, she's a yabbit already.
Wow.
My nephew just turned into a yabbit.
That's crazy.
Is that but?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
They say, yeah, but. Prior to 13, they can't use yeah, but.
Yeah.
Pierre says his college girls both use OneNote and swear by
Well,
it.
everybody uses it.
I do it all the time.
I
too.
use it.
And she would be using
My
it.
team
She'd
uses
be
it.
using it on the iPad Pro too.
I was able
Well,
to.
no, she's not going to use it on iPad Pro because I'm not going to buy her one. I'm like, you're welcome to make your own money and buy your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's.
But I'm not going to do
Those things are $900, dude.
I know it's the same.
That's
Well,
for the
a Surface
smallest, like-
4. A Surface 4 is going to be around the same price.
It's actually
a hell of a
less
lot
because
more.
right now,
It's on
Yeah,
sale.
the sales going
Yeah.
on, right? So
yeah.
So I did a lot of beer money while I was in New York.
Yeah, I saw that. You were.
you do an amplifying
Okay,
installs?
so this is what I wanted to get to. I was waiting for you to shut up.
Nice. I'll just
You did like 19 Amplify installs when you were away. Because every time I looked on Twitter, you were installing another Amplify, and it took you even less time.
Yeah.
So Amplify is made by
Ubiquity.
which we use their Unify kit
we
because
use their
when
big
we
boy
purchased,
stuff.
when we finally made the decision to upgrade, it was like a week before they brought out Amplify.
Right.
So, which is fine. I'm okay with the kit
Yep.
that I have.
Yep.
I like enterprise class gear. That's
Exactly.
totally fine for me. But let's talk about the Amplify.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. So the first area of concern that I have is the box itself, the device
Yes.
itself, that it just doesn't have, like, where do you put the thing?
I put it in their guest room, which was second floor, where their
And
cable
it
modem was.
doesn't it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb.
It's a
Oh,
box.
God, no.
It's a box with a cutesy little front end design.
Yeah, it totally
It looks beautiful.
it looks
Looks
beautiful.
like a clock radio kind of thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it looks like a clock radio, and it's no bigger than like a
Smaller than a
Amazon
bread box.
Echo or a Google Home or
Oh, really? It's
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I thought they were larger than that. Okay.
no, yeah, and I mean, it was beautiful to set up. 4 Ethernet ports on the back, and then it had 1 Ethernet port for the internet coming.
So
in.
you can still use some wire connections there. Okay.
Of course, because my sister has Philips Hue, Sonos, anything Apple related. It's
Yeah.
yeah, and then it plugged in. It was literally 5 minutes setup, and it was up and running.
And so is it, and it has a built-in security gateway kind of
Yep.
system, right? You've
Yep.
got your routing, and it's got the Wi-Fi's in it.
Yep.
And then how do you extend the Wi-Fi with?
So then they have these
The mesh
secondary
devices.
devices, which are basically a plug and an antenna.
So like literally just sticks in the wall jacket.
Exactly.
Jacket,
And then-
wall,
wall
jack.
jack.
It's called
Not
a plug.
jacket, a plug, wall
Plug,
plug.
wall plug, jack. Then you go to the app on the phone and you say add extender,
Yeah.
and it
Adopt,
adds
I
it to
think
the
it is.
network.
Yeah.
And then how powerful are the extenders? Do you need to have like a bunch of them in the house, or?
We could have gotten away in my sister's house with like 2 total, base station and 1.
And how big is this house? Just give me a general idea.
Square
About
footage.
3,000 square feet, 2 floors.
Okay. Yeah, bless you.
But my sister wanted to go a little overboard. So the guest room's kind of in the middle of the second floor.
Okay.
We put a range extender in the front of the house on the first floor.
Fair enough.
Another one in the kitchen pantry, which covers the first
The main
floor,
areas of the
main
house,
areas
right?
of the first
Yeah.
floor, yeah, the dining room and all that. And then we put one up in the attic to the back of the house because
Oh.
my nephew and niece have this nice sport court up above the back of the house.
Ah.
And I was getting 40 megabits down outside at the basketball hoop.
We bought the wrong system.
Can you share the Wi-Fi SSID and password, please? So, anyone in New York can use
Yeah.
this apparently because you
No.
got that much
Yeah,
coverage.
apparently you're covering the entire
coverage,
city.
coverage. All of Hoboken is covered
No
now.
kidding. Coverage on the island.
Nice.
On the fives.
Okay. Now,
fives.
now in your
That's
tweet
on the
stream, apparently there was a problem with one of them,
Yes.
but then you had it resolved by having a new one sent to you by Amazon as a replacement.
Correct, because she purchased it from Amazon, so the base station actually went bad. Like the radios, after 2 hours, just died.
So it's
And
a
I
faulty
sat with the
product.
tr-
Covered under warranty.
Yeah, I sat with a customer support person on my Surface connected through my iPhone and said, hey, okay, they had me try things. I said, hey, by the way, I have a Wi-Fi tool that tells me stuff. And they're, oh, great. I'm right next to it, and here's the energy level of the Wi-Fi. They're like, yeah, no, that should be like
That's
way
wrong.
bigger. Yeah. So they said, yeah, the radio died. So they were going to, they sent me to the RMA department and said, we'll get one expedited. Well, expedited for their RMA department was like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah.
Well, can I just call Amazon, right?
Well, she purchased it through Amazon. I had her jump into Amazon, and I want to, she didn't want to return.
yeah.
And it's like, oh, would you like a replacement?
Yes.
Be there Saturday.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Done.
Prime is a good thing.
Prime's
Yeah.
awesome.
Prime in New York is actually really awesome because
Yeah, it is.
Don't they have people like,
like
show up on bike
multiple
couriers?
hours. Yeah.
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 Here you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You can
LeBron,
like,
LeBron
their
James
same
will come
day.
over and drop stuff off for you.
Well, so I did a same day to my hotel, and it was a couple of hours.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did. They wouldn't do the replacement on the same day.
Right. No,
which
understand.
really sucked.
Yeah.
But so we got it all set up. In fact, the app works great. In fact, I've got the app connected so I can even manage it remotely.
Yeah.
When she's having problems. In fact, she actually called me or texted me on the plane saying, I'm having a problem getting something. And I took a look and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's here. Let me reset it.
Nice.
And she was like, that's too cool.
Not bad.
Yeah. So
Not bad. So is this, that was beer money still. I was going to say we haven't talked about random spending yet. We're getting there.
But, and then the other beer money I had to do for her is she dropped her Buffalo Naz from about 6 feet because it was on a shelf.
Was
And
it
has
on?
Yes, and it had all of her data.
And the drives go, wee, 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 wee.
Yeah, I'm putting the drive through whatever I can to try and recover everything, including videos of Dad before he passed.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, I'm doing what I can.
Data recovery.
Yeah.
Still doing it, aren't you?
Oh, God, yeah.
Hours and hours and hours just trying to
I've
get
got
on.
a tool running and it says it's going to take like another 5 days.
Did you put it in the freezer?
Not yet. I haven't tried that yet.
That sometimes works.
It does.
Yeah. Let's talk random spending.
Have you random spent?
Uh-huh.
Travel? he's like happier than a
Guess what?
Black Friday, baby.
Black Friday. I did
Friday.
not buy.
Or
I will
Cyber
say,
Monday, actually.
I did not buy anything on Black Friday.
I did
So-
not buy
did I.
anything on Black Friday, but Cyber Monday, yeah.
So what'd you buy?
I got the Wink 2 hub.
I thought you already had the Wink 2.
Nope.
So how you been doing all your home stuff? Just individually?
Just individually right now, because I don't have much right now.
Okay.
It's
Got it.
all coming in, though.
Nice.
Packages and packages, and then I've got faucets and
You've got intelligent,
sinks.
smart faucets
No,
coming?
just faucets and sinks. So we're doing a whole...
Your faucet is dripping.
Hey, do you want to do some demo this weekend?
Sure, man. I'm just hanging out.
We just need to remove the bathroom counters and the sink, and then pull up
Easy.
some linoleum.
I have a great hammer for that.
We need to still make sure the cabinet isn't destroyed underneath.
That's easy. You hit upwards. It works. Trust me. I'm good. I'll be over.
Do you know how to remove linoleum?
Yeah. Big scraper
Okay.
and a razor blade. And
My insurance can't cover this.
a short length of electrical wire too. I don't need
Getting
anything.
worse
Just the
and
plug
worse
and then the
and
bare
worse.
wires at the end. So it works great.
I want to Google this
There
because
is-
I don't think this is an option.
There is a way that you can do it using gasoline, but that
No.
leaves a residue. So I don't want to use the gasoline method.
No gasoline, no
don't wanna use the
electricity.
gasoline.
I have a hard enough time with you around razor blades.
Got it. So we can do it.
Okay.
There's no razors in the bathroom, is there?
No
It's a
what?
guest bathroom. No razors in the bathroom?
No.
Okay, we're good.
Okay.
I can help you.
I don't know why.
I can help
Why did you ask?
The word
So
demolition,
you. Nice.
right?
Yeah.
I'm not wrong.
Well,
So
no.
my-
you tell
my,
him to
uh,
come over and just hang out, and he'll just destroy stuff anyway.
It'll just happen.
Just target me. That's all. Narrow me in.
Yeah, so like I said, we're doing a remodel, so there's been a bunch of stuff purchased for that, and it's all just showing up at the house.
Are you doing any smart technology in the bathroom?
Yeah, no, not in
the
those
bathroom?
bathrooms.
Why not?
No, don't need it.
You could do like lights through control or something like that.
I don't know because
It could detect the amount of sulfur smell and then change red as opposed to green as you go in there if you wanted to.
So what I'm doing, targeted closing, nice. So what I'm doing is with the smart stuff. So we were looking at the smart locks, for the doors.
Which one's
Not quite there.
Slaggy?
the Schleg.
Schleg? Yeah, I got the
Still
Schleg.
not there yet. Haven't made that decision yet, but the garage door controller for sure. And then my lighting, I'm being very, very specific and targeted where I put smart dimmers and
I'm
smart
thinking
switches.
about them. I have my first target for one.
Yeah. So there's the lights that are on in the hallway upstairs constantly that the kids just leave on.
Annoying.
Those are going on dimmers that are smart.
Dimmers.
Yeah.
Why dimmers? Not just on and
Because
off?
if the lights are on and they need the lights on, just at least have them dim, right?
True.
Same thing for so when we replace, so we're doing a bunch of work in the kitchen. We're adding new ports and switches and new lights because like the light over the sink is on the same switch that's on the big lights.
Right.
So I want that separated out. That'll go on a dimmer.
Yeah.
The dining room will go on a dimmer, but not a smart dimmer, just a normal dimmer because we don't use the dining room all that often. So it doesn't make sense. But the hallway lights will go on a smart
Right.
one, and then we're going to put a smart switch up in the game room upstairs. It's just on and off because the girls leave it on,
Right.
and it's just like, yeah. So
Pierre's
being
got a
very-
good idea.
What's that?
The on-air light on the bathroom door.
An on-air light in the bathroom door. No, we don't do the show from the restaurant. But yeah, so lots of random spending there. What did you random spend? Because you didn't buy anything on Black Friday.
I didn't buy anything on Black Friday, but I installed my Ecobee. So now I have my Ecobee 4.
Now, did you get the 4?
I got the 4.
So you've got Alexa.
I have Alexa, and I actually set it up. And I'm regretting setting it up because now the kids know there's an Alexa in the house. And so they're constantly, I'm in there and all of a sudden say, Alexa, play popular radio on bedroom. And all of a sudden, boom, the Sonos will kick you in and start playing music over there.
Oh, you've integrated it with Sonos.
Yeah, it's a skill. You just keep on adding more skills to it.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't we not say the name in case somebody's listening to the podcast?
Alexa, sing happy birthday. Because apparently
Alexa,
she'll do that.
add toilet paper to the shopping list.
So the neat thing is when you add the Wink skill to Alexa, it means that it will interface with the Wink hub. And any device you have on the Wink hub now becomes controllable by Alexa. And then you also have the ability to have the Sonos hooked into Alexa as well for music. And then as you add more and more stuff, it also is controllable as well. So because it's done, Alexa is only able to listen to a very small subset of stuff because she's inside the hallway. She's not in the main living area. And she also has a really crappy speaker because it's coming from the little teeny tiny, it's like the equivalent of a puck, right? The Alexa puck.
Yes.
So the good thing is you can't say, Alexa, buy me the puck, and it's not going to work. Or Alexa, go off and buy me new coffee or something like that. Because it gets in the wrong space.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. But now the kids want to have the little Alexa pucks inside their bedrooms.
Yes, that's
and the only
what
reason
I'm
why they
dealing with
want
now, too.
them is to be able to control their music. That's it. Right? Or
My
maybe
daughter
ask
wants
them
to ask it questions.
I know. So I'm thinking.
I'm like, you have a phone.
I know. So I'm thinking, why don't I get them the Invoke? Because the Invoke actually is a really good audio speaker for music.
That's just cool.
It is.
And it also is smart enough to be able to do the stuff that they want to do, which is talk about stupid jokes and do different things and integrate with Sonos and stuff like that. And then it's just inside
But
the
if
room.
you have Sonos, why would you use that
What?
as a speaker? Like, you're not going to play music on it if you've got Sonos.
You can tell her to play it on the Sonos as opposed to playing
Right, no,
on
I know, which is why you would use the puck versus the...
But I don't. The problem is if you have it on the puck, then it's tied into their room, and Alexa hears everything that you're saying. And
I hear
and
you.
Stuff
I
that
get
you're
it
doing.
completely. We need a smaller version.
No, that's
Don't
the
even
problem.
get me started.
So anyway, the
I
one item
want
I
the
was
smaller version.
the one item I was
wanted it a
contemplating
year
buying.
ago when it was actually relevant.
The one item I was actually going to buy was the Invoke because it's on for $100 off on the Microsoft Black Friday deals.
Right.
I didn't do it,
Yep.
and I'm forbidden from purchasing anything from now until January because
Pierre says, Alexa, order iPad Pro.
That's what I snorted at earlier. That one.
I'm just waiting for Gracie to say that as she walks past.
The Ecobee.
thing.
What do you think of the Ecobee? I'll change the topic
So
again.
thank you. So the Alexa turn up the temperature option's pretty cool. Or Alexa, turn off the temperature, or whatever it is.
Yep.
The Ecobee, I was up and troubleshooting because I did not have the C wire, the control wire, down at
At the furnace.
the furnace level for the thing. And then I'm upstairs and I'm looking at all the stuff. I've got the thing cranked off. I'm looking at stuff and I'm like, I don't have this wire, but I've got that wire, and this looks like it's the control wire, but it doesn't say control. So I actually called tech support. And I sent them pictures, what it was, and it turns out I did have the control wire.
It just wasn't connected.
It wasn't connected. But it was there.
Yep.
And so I'm like, really? I mean, I'm like, okay, well, it saves me having to put on this stupid power module thingy. And then I was done. And then so the Ecobee, like you, has the main level and then a remote sensor you put upstairs.
Correct.
And then it's smart enough to know if there's no movement for an hour inside of those two rooms that no one's there, and therefore it turns down the temperature and then brings it back up again, stuff like that. So that's kind of cool, and I love that for the Ecobee.
Do you have two furnace and two? Sorry, do you have two
furnaces.
thermostats, or you just have one thermostat? That
One
controls out?
thermostat with one remote sensor.
Okay,
You can buy more remote sensors.
No, I know. I'm looking at buying a second.
Because
I
mine
only
came
need
with
one.
one.
I only need one more. Do you need just one more?
Well, I have one downstairs on the main floor, and I got one in my bedroom. And that basically
So I
averages
think
the
you buy
temperature
them.
into-
I think you buy them in 2-packs. I don't think they come individually.
Oh, mine was provided to me as
well, I
part
know,
of the
and I
floor.
got one as part of my package. But I was
Right.
thinking if I have to buy a 2-pack, maybe
You want to give me one?
split in.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'll buy a 2-pack.
Okay, cool.
Okay. We'll splitters.
Or a 6-pack.
I'll take another one.
Yeah.
We have
Okay.
about 5 minutes left.
Yeah, I know.
More
We're
good.
good. We're totally good.
Okay, beer talk. We can leave now. I've got a Canadian modeled Honey Brown, which is modeled after the Schlieman's version of Honey Brown. Schlieman's Honey Brown. That is basically done primary fermentation. I did the yeast dump, the Trub dump for the very first time, used the conical fermenter, which is awesome. However, you must remove the airlock before you do it, because otherwise it doesn't allow.
Oh, the air comes in and you just mix it all up?
So what happens was I had the blow off at the top, which comes down the side like a professional brewery and inside of a sanitizer solution. And then you open up the dump valve, and then all the stuff that's at the bottom of the conical goes shooting out the dump valve. The problem is it goes shooting out the dump valve and creates a negative space above it, and then it tries to suck the
everything back in?
back
Oh,
up
no!
to the top. Not the yeast, the sanitizer
No, I know.
solution. The problem was there was too much of a distance to get back up to the top. So it basically airlocked and stopped the dump, and then all of a sudden this big whoop went back up inside the the dump, come back up, which basically stirred up all the yeast on the inside of the beer. And so I had to close it.
Did you suck sanitizer into the beer too?
No, it didn't, because it had to go up too far.
Yeah.
But basically, it made it so that I now have to cold crash the beer once again.
Yeah.
But it's smelling awesome.
Nice.
I'm cold crashing it right now. I'm going to do another Trub dump with the airlock open
The proper
the proper way to
Yeah.
be able to get the proper shootout of the crap.
and this is after you
Fermented and boiled and everything else like that. And
nearly exploded the
Well,
fermenter in the garage.
the part that's going to be interesting is it's not ready to do this yet, but I'm looking forward to when I'm done fermenting the beer and I can actually transfer the beer into the keg and filter it and then make it carbonated, is I'll be able to actually clean in place the CIP of that particular solution. And I now know that you can't leave everything clamped on and have liquid being heated up on the inside of it.
Why is that?
Because apparently air expands when it's hotter. And
Really?
liquid expands when it's hotter.
And what
to the
what
point
happens?
when the force will actually blow the top off.
Because
of
it
the,
wants to rise?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, I didn't break it, and it was fixable. So I'm glad, because that would have been a really crappy thing to happen. Is use the very first
Well,
time.
that was my first. Well, actually, several of us on the Beer Team 6 social chat. I'm like, whoa, you could have really hurt the fermenter, and everybody's like, is the fermenter okay? And that was your first thing. Going, no, you guys aren't even asking about me, and we're like, yeah, because at this point we just expect something bad to happen.
Exactly.
We just want to make sure that our cool stuff isn't broken.
I was actually shocked that he didn't have to go to the hospital.
Yeah. I was not in the room when it happened. I come into the garage from the main area, and I noticed the fact that it's now spewing stuff all over the floor because the lid came off and it's spewing out of the bottom of the lid, and there is sanitizer all over my ceiling and everywhere else. So I've got a very clean garage. And I now know. So what I've done is I've now modified the CIP valve to have a pressure release, so that it doesn't happen again.
I just can picture you walking into the garage.
It's foamy stuff dripping off the ceiling. Yes, I did. Thank you.
Hey, if you have 3 work-safe words for the naming of our final episode of 2018, the Festivus Holiday Special, which hopefully is better than the Star Wars Holiday Special, please put your comments in the Facebooks, and we'll go ahead and name the program for 2 weeks' time. I'm sorry, because I've been in the garage so much, it's just I can literally see this happening.
I think we got 3 good ones.
What do we have?
Demolition Advent Airplane.
Okay, that'll work.
Make it so.
Make it so. Number 1, make it so. Yeah.
Done
And dusted.
and dusted.
Okay, brilliant. I don't even know who's on the program.
I have one more beer talk thing.
Oh,
that I can
okay,
quickly
we've
talk
got
about
2
quickly.
minutes.
Got 2
Or
minutes
1
on?
minute. 1 minute.
I have procured and made I want to say artisanal homemade alcoholic ginger beer from a company that specializes in pre-prohibition craft cocktails in Las Vegas. They make a very beautiful kit of a single gallon jug of alcoholic ginger beer. And if this proves to be correct, this ginger beer will be 6.5%. And it's almost done fermented. I can't wait. It's going to make amazing
mules.
Moscow mules.
Tasty.
So stay tuned.
Well, that is it again for another episode of the Patch and Switch program.
What?
It's been great being back.
Is the band playing?
The band
Yes.
is playing. Do you not hear them?
I can't. I'm telling you,
It's
you guys
the-
have my mic down or something.
Here, I'll just turn this up for you. Anyway, big thanks to everybody who joined us. I saw Crystal, Super Crystal jump in, so hello and goodbye. Kevin Remdy, Steve Enns, Patrick, Ed, Pierre Roman, Frederick jumped in as well. Jay Flo, I really, seriously, I can't
to
see
figure out
who's
how to
all
do
in.
this. I don't
Yeah,
know
we
how to
got to
do this.
figure it out. That's all right. We're back in 2 weeks' time for the Festivus show. At least I hope to be here.
15th.
Yeah, if not,
It works out.
I'll see you next time. Have a weekend, everybody.